Good morning, everybody. Hold on. Shit. It was like as soon as I started my live. Hold on. Hey, y'all. Good morning. I gotta find my shoes. Here's one. Hold on. All right. Yolanda, Lovey, Nola. What's up, y'all? Look. So I'm getting ready to come out. I came out here. I had left my shoe in the car. Look. What? Oh my goodness. I'm glad I had another pair of shoes in here. Or should I wear these? I think I'm gonna wear these. I'm just gonna wear these. It's so damn hot outside already. Oop. Oh my. I'm getting ready to go back to my room. Yo, hold on. Wait. I can't find my key. There it is. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Sorry, it was a little off centered. Tweet, good morning. Yes, have a blessed Tuesday, you guys. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I drank that damn water in my room. I bet that water $20. I drank that damn water. I was so thirsty in the middle of the night, and I had left my water and stuff. Matter of fact, did I lock my car? I had left my water and stuff. Let me go through this door. Hold on. Y'all know I be having to not show too much. Can I see right here? I see right here. Oh. So anywho, I had left my water in the car. And I have to drink water in the middle of the night. And I woke up, I drank that damn water that was already in the room. I'm just curious as to how much that water is. It's probably like $5.99, $19.99, something like that. Oh. Chloe, what up, though? Hey, honey. I didn't think I was gonna see you in here. I hope you feel better. So anywho, y'all, we got this green dress on again, but you see, I didn't put no damn blazer on with it. What's up, Kartika? Kartik, K-Pasta? So anywho, I was like, how much is this water gonna cost me? Then I had them tell y'all, then I thought about something else. I was like, maybe I should just fill the bottle back up and just put it back where I got it from. And then it seemed like my stomach immediately started hurting when I thought about that. And I was like, well, what the hell? Maybe somebody did that shit to me. How do I know? I don't even remember breaking the seal on that bottle of water. Like, for real. So I just came downstairs to eat breakfast, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat breakfast. And I mean, this ain't like a free breakfast type of deal, right? So I was like, I'm gonna come downstairs, I'm gonna eat breakfast. Hopefully they got some cold ass water because I'm still super thirsty. And y'all, I went in there and the breakfast, it's like, oh, it's a breakfast buffet and it's $19.57. Where they do that at? Y'all, the breakfast is the same. It's the same breakfast that you would get for free. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not paying no $20 for that kind of breakfast. You know, where it got them powdered eggs and sausage that you don't know what it's made out of, bacon. We don't know if that's bacon. That stuff. Grits that I know I'm not gonna eat. No, and bagels, fruit, you know, oatmeal. I'm not, no. $19.57, you got me for the... I got waters right here. They're just not cold. I have some. It's just not cold. I mean, ain't nothing I can do about the fact that I done, bro, that I already drank that water. I wonder if they'll give me a cup of water. Like, can I get a cup of... Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me ask them. Like, hey, can I have a cup of ice? Good morning. Can I get a cup of ice, please? I know, I thought about that too, trying to see if I can find some of those waters. Yeah, I'm not, this the thing, so I'm not gonna drive. I'm not driving anywhere. Um, Thank you. I'm gonna go back to my room and, yeah, I'm gonna go back to my room and wait for everybody. Hold on, y'all. All right. No, I got my cup of ice. Oh, that's so good. But yeah, so Chloe, I did think about that too. Like, should I just get me a go buy another bottle of water, go buy a case and replace it? Child, I'm gonna take that L. I was thirsty. It was life or death. It really, really was. The men's are out here today. Hey, good morning. There was one right there. Thank you, each one, to each one. Said a water bottle is pretty. Find your Waffle House. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm getting ready to sit my behind down. How am I gonna do this? I didn't grab my key. Come on, unlock, please. Y'all, it's not unlocking. Whew. You said where's what? The coffee, baby. I'm waiting on that too. Because this the thing, like I know, it's like my boss, she's a, they're bougie. She's a coffee shop type of person. So, hold on. I know we're gonna go to the coffee shop and we're probably gonna go to Chick-fil-A for breakfast. Because she's a Chick-fil-A kind of gal. And she already scoped it out. Found where one was at. Yesterday they went to Hardee's. Whew, okay. All right. Get a case, keep it in your car. I got water. I supposed to say, Chloe, I had, maybe you didn't hear me. The water is in my car. The water was in my car, but in the middle of the night, I wasn't getting ready to go to that car. So I just bust this down. It's done. It's done. It's what's done is done. Man, it was so funny though. I got to thinking about that. And then I was like, I think about like weird stuff sometimes to where, and I thought, I was like, well, maybe somebody refilled that bottle. They do have coffee down there. And I do have a coffee pot up here. Is that a coffee pot or a Keurig? I think it's a Keurig. No, let me see what this is. I need to get some work done. That's what I need to be doing while I wait on them. They're always late. Oh, it's a coffee pot. And I don't use the coffee pots inside the hotels anymore because I don't know if that thing is clean. The little filter thing. No. Get somebody else to do it. Oh, and I'm going to tell y'all, I'm sleepy right now because I woke up at like 4 something. Do y'all have a hard time like sleeping in hotels? I do. But the bed be feeling so good. I woke up. Y'all, I'm tell y'all, I crashed out last night. My curtains was open and everything. And yeah, I I didn't pick my room. Because it's really, like, if I'm at a nice place, like, yeah, I go in my app and pick my room. But, like, if I was in, like, a nice location, I don't give a damn about what a view look like, when I'm not going to hardly see the view at all. So, but it's funny, my room is, like, right here, and I was like, dang, I can't. But when I woke up at like 4 something this morning, that's when I noticed that my my curtains were open. I was like, oh, I got to darken it up in here. On which wrist? Oh, the one you probably see is this one. Does anybody know what this says? Love hurts. Yeah, I got that one when I made a decision to let my daughter go to Japan. Thank you for my floating heart. Really? I think like for me, I always have this fear that I'm gonna be late. Cause most of the time when I'm in a hotel, like I'm at work. So once I wake up and I was like, oh, I sure wish I had some vegetables so I could have took some vegetable vitamins so I could have went back to sleep, but they didn't. I don't know. So I know I'm gonna be super duper sleepy today, but I'm not gonna be up late. We were out kind of late last night. A storm came through here for and my dog asked like, oh, you so funny. What type of work do I do? I'm an accountant. Oh man, I'm so daggone hungry. What am I gonna do? I can't wait. Oh, I need to just sign into my computer and get some work done. Whew. I'm sleepy, y'all. Now I'm sleepy. And I toss and I turn in that bed, baby. I toss and I turn in that bed. I did me a little YouTube homework because I got something to cooking in the motherfucking brewing. But I did some of that this morning. And then I listened to my attorneys and stuff about this Diddy stuff, the Diddy trial. I do like to listen to that. What kind of business do you have? Each one teach one. Did you subscribe to the channel so you'll know every time your girl go live, honey? What up, though, DeQuario? My mascara. It's in the bathroom. I didn't feel like putting that mess on. I don't feel like it. What is that note on my dog hyperventilates and freaks out when it's storm? My dog used to just come check on me. Yeah. Knowing good well he wasn't supposed to be in my room. But that's the only time he'll come in my room. He's staying there. And he just look at me like, you good? Because I ain't good. Let me sit up. Because that is like such a weird angle for me to be laying back in that chair. Oh, okay. Each one. Emission testing in California. Okay. Y'all, I hope I don't break out. I put this lotion on. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it stinks so bad. I smell like a man. I put this lotion on. Hold on. Maybe should I let me message my boss. Hold on, y'all. I put this lotion on that's in the hospital in this hotel. Baby, oh my goodness, I smell like a man. You welcome, Chloe. I know my boss gonna be like, girl, if you do not, hold on. Let me message my other person. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Shout out to my son-in-law. Shout out to my son-in-law. When I tell you, like, he came through, and sometimes, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes the smallest shit can really make a big difference for a person. And so it might not have been, to me, it was a big deal. For him, it probably was something small. So did I tell y'all about I forgot I was supposed to be messaging somebody else. Hold on. Um, wait. So, I told y'all about Daddy have a flat tire, right? Daddy had a flat tire. Nola, now I keep looking at myself in this camera like, let me go put this mascara on. But I'm gonna put my broke glasses on. I did put my contacts on last night, but so anywho, so I told y'all about Dad had a flat tire. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this happened on a Sunday. I don't have time to handle this situation and I gotta leave. So I really didn't want him to I really didn't want him driving his car anyway while I was gone. So, but I was like, okay, no, like I don't want to do that, you know. So I hit up Don P and I said, oh, cause Dad told me that he think he hit a curb, and so I'm like, more than like that's what it was, blah blah blah. I think I told y'all about it. Yeah. So anywho, he said so. I hit up Don P yesterday and I was like, look, I told him, I say, if you get a chance, I said, I'm going to be gone until Wednesday night and I can't take care of it. And I say, you know, but if you get a chance, as I told him, I say, Dad's tire is, Dad has a flat. So however you see fit to take care of it, if you need to call the mobile people, just find out how much it is, or, you know, I was like, just let me know. But only do this if you have free time. And he asked me a couple questions, was like, did somebody jack in the car? I'm like, I don't know. And then he asked me about, no, he asked me about the jack in the car. That was it. And then I gave him a code to get in the door to tell, you know, for the key or whatnot. So I was super duper happy about the fact that then that saying, you know, like he did tell me something about something was stripped. That's what I was like, he did text me. And he was like, I'm gonna use the mobile service. But he never hit me back or whatever. So maybe Daddy had the money and you know about it to tell me how much it costs. But let me just say this. Long story short, I got a text message from Don P that said it's been taken care of. Come through. Come through, village. Come through, village. Come through. I was happy about that. I hope my phone don't fall. Yeah, I was happy about that. So that might not be a big deal to y'all, but it was a big deal to me. That was a big deal. So I'm sleepy. Yes, good village, great village. Yes, yes, yes. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else is going on? Wait a minute. Did Jay-Z come out while Beyonce was performing? Yes, Ben had a bonus son. They just made it official. Yeah, I was so happy about that because I'm one of these people that I typically don't ask people to do stuff for me. Because I'm always the doer. So it makes me uncomfortable to have to ask people to do stuff for me. And because I'm just not used to people doing shit for me. Yeah, I couldn't do that though, Allie, because I was like, if something happens, no, I couldn't. That's what I wanted to do. And I honestly didn't think Don P was gonna take care of it, like that fast. I was just like, hey, just whenever you get a chance. But yeah, I didn't. But no, Dad, now I'm gonna tell y'all. Now Dad only goes two places, okay? Only two places. No. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Yeah, look at did Jay Z come out on stage with? He did. I remember when I went to go see Jay Z. I went to a Jay Z concert, and I wasn't living in Atlanta at that time, but I went to go see him in Atlanta, and I was like, I just knew Beyonce, but I didn't get to see Beyonce though. Yeah, no, like, I finally watched it till I saw him come out. I can't wait when I get off of live. I'm gonna turn it up. Yes, he is a very nice young man. And you know what? When we were at the reception, right? And I was talking about, basically pretty much like Deja's there, that I was there. I feel blessed to have been there for the beginning of the love story, right? And I was telling his dad, his parents had heard it for the first time about how Don P approached me. He approached me about Deja, like from the very beginning, before he ever even said anything to her. But so I was telling him about how I was talking about how, I worked in a salon where it was, it's a barber shop and a salon. So, I have to come in the shop, and it's a shop full of men, young guys, it's a couple of them are my age too, but sometimes you come in there and it's like these men and sometimes act like they ain't never seen a woman, that kind of thing. They know me. I'm really still like one of the like homies, so but they still gonna like say like that little flirty stuff. Like, damn, Lisa, you looking good today. Like, okay, I see you with that on. He never did that. He never did that. Like if he ever, what I'm saying, he never did that. He was never that disrespectful. So I was talking about that, and his dad was like, "It's a great feeling to hear that. Like you think that you raised your child. You would like, you like to think that you raised a good child, and this is this, but you really don't know how your child acts away from, outside of home, right?" And he was like, so that was a good thing to know that, hey, like, well, damn, like, I really did raise a good boy, that kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, like, he was always respectful. Jay-Z came out, she did some weird head twirl that made him do a double take. Okay. Yeah, they are having big fun in Paris. And that song, NIGG's in Paris, that was one of my favorites. And then I guess I was like, okay. I bet you they ain't got Blue coming out there dancing in the flipping and the flopping of that. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it when I get off of here. Yeah. And y'all, let me tell y'all something else too. I think if I get up and show y'all, I don't think I'll be showing too much. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Am I doing too much? It's like a gap like this between the door and the floor. It's like a gap like this. Like, is that kosher? And I didn't have an ironing board. I had the iron on the bed. Hold on, let me see. I'm not going to be showing too much. Hold on. Oh shit, I gotta take this off. I gotta take the green screen off. Hold on. Y'all see that? Am I doing too much? Am I doing too much? I give you. Put a towel down there. I'm like, I just, like last night, I didn't even notice it till I came back in my room last night. And I said, well, damn. And this one of these posh mother sucker places. That's why I'm like, and I ain't had no ironing board. And I kept looking, and I was like, okay, where could it be? Yeah, somebody just walked by. I'd give you 35 times. What you mean, 35? What you mean? You talking my age? Oh, Allie, you going to see her? Cool beans. Man, I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep so bad. I want to go to sleep. Okay, he said, meet me in the, he's talking about I'm up, meet me in the lobby at 8:35. Baby, they be late for everything. The lady at the lady at the front desk when I was checking in, because I checked in late, right? I didn't do it through my app. And she just kept looking at me, like she just kept looking. Now, I don't know what she was looking at, right? At first, I don't know. So she just kept looking at me. And I was like, wow, well, I was filling out my forms, my little tax exempt stuff, right? While I'm checking in. Now, you see me with these forms. I totally forgot. So it's not on her to have read my mind. So mind you, remember now, it's like she just keeps looking at me. And I'm like, what the fuck is she looking at? Now, I did have on those broke glasses. I did have on those broke glasses, so maybe that's what she was looking at. Because, wait a minute, let's rewind to at work yesterday. So, at work, it's this one lady that I'm just met for the first time. So, we had to meet with a lot of people yesterday to, go over, like, okay, hey, well, what have y'all been doing? Like, where did these numbers come from? So we had meetings with quite a bit of people, and because we're trying to get a company back up and going and stuff like that, right? So, pass an audit, and so we met with them, and then the lady just kept looking at me. Then I had a moment, y'all listen. Talking about the seat so bad. You so funny. How much she does being so. So anywho, okay, I'm getting off subject. So it's funny though. So the lady, I noticed her looking, but she had like a little attitude problem. And I guess maybe because I wasn't talking. I'm just taking notes. I'm on my laptop and I'm taking notes. But the other people in the office are talking. And I guess too, like, now the higher ups, they started taking the trips out here about a month ago. And then it was a moment though when I was like, oh, okay, yeah, she could keep looking at me because She trying to figure out where the arm of my damn glasses at. And then it hit me. I was like, or is she looking at me like the token black girl? Because sometimes I do think about that, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, hey, if they feel they got to meet a quota, damn it, as long as I'm getting paid to meet this MF quota, I'm going to get paid to meet this quota. So, that lady, yeah, she had like a little attitude problem. It was funny because when we were out for drinks last night, me and my boss was talking about it, and she was like, yeah, that's how she is. Very snippy. And it's one of these things too. And what's interesting though is how when you're trying to help a person, right? So in this situation, we're trying to help a business, right? And um, you gotta ask certain questions. You gotta ask certain questions. It's not a situation of, okay, we're pointing the blame at you. It's your fault. Like, you have to ask certain things to try to figure out, like, okay, what was the thought process? Because this shouldn't be booked here. This should be handled this way. This fund should have been handled this way. This kind of stuff, right? So what's happening is, I think that some of them are feeling like, okay, we got these people, they done brought these other people in here, coming in here asking us all these damn questions. And this one lady is like very defensive. And I'm just like, you ain't got to do that, sis. Like, please don't angry black woman us like that. Don't do that. Just answer the damn questions. Let me see, probably both. Right. 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 Because I guess she like, oh, so what? She probably looking at me like, oh, so they brought your ass up in here to tickle, satisfy us. I don't care. And it was just interesting because I'm like, I wanted to just tell her, like, calm down. Like, we on y'all side. Ain't nobody trying to take y'all job. Nobody. Hey, Easy. What now? You said I may be off today. I had a friend come over yesterday. She done got up this morning. Oh. Well, why did she have a key in the first place? Why did she have a key in the first place? She pay bills over there? She pay bills over there? Huh? Hey, Ronnie. So do you do the strike job stuff? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, we help people pass audits. Yes, we help people pass audits. That's my little side gig, honey, at this time of the year. So anyway, let me get back to the story though, the lady at the front desk. I'm gonna tell y'all this story and I'm gonna get up off here. So the lady at the front desk, she's like, I'm filling out my papers, so she looking. And it's like she'll look at me and then I'm like, what's she looking at? And she was one of us, brown skinned girl. And I'm looking. And so, it's throwing me off every now and then because it's like she'll do something in the computer and look at me. And I'm like, what you want? So, anywho, because I remember asking her one time, like, do you need my card? Because usually they just, do your charge your stuff that's on file. So I was like, I said, do you need my card? She was like, no, we can use this card. All right. So I'm trying to pay so much attention to her And I'm being messy in my head. In my head, I'm being messy now, right? Next thing you know, she say, "Oh, so wait, time out." So when she told me my total, I say, "Oh, wait a minute, I got these sales tax forms." I got my tax exempt forms, and she was like, "Okay." So then she gave me my new total, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's more like it." Mind you, she looks at me again, and I'm like, "What the fuck is she looking at?" But baby, at this time, she say, is your card locked?" Baby, why? I'm telling y'all, that's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. What had happened was, remember I told y'all that I wasn't using my credit card anymore for my work trips because I'm not being responsible and paying it off as soon as I get my reimbursement, right? My travel reimbursement. So I was like, no. So what happened was I had money moved to, oh Lord. My money was in my savings for this trip or whatever. And I hadn't moved it over, but it was the funniest thing. And I was like, damn, you sitting here looking at her, looking at you. And I probably been giving her some funny looks. And then I know she like, this bitch ain't even got no money to pay for her damn hotel stay anyway. But, either he closed in. She came while I was gone. Be adverse, so I left her my key to get in. I came home, we keyed it or whatever. I like that or whatever. I know what that means, but she still had my key on her leave this morning. She knew what she was doing, boo-boo. She knew what she was doing. She coming back for a re-up, honey. She's coming back tonight for a re-up. The hell? You better go get your damn key or else. So anywho, so I was like, what? She says your card locked. I was like, no, my card ain't locked. Then it hit me. I was like, oh, I ain't got no money. So I had to go in and, do some carry the one, multiply, divide, add, subtract, and all that, right? So I said, can you just try it again, please? And so, it went through. And I told her, I said, don't act like you ain't never seen somebody lace on their wig before. Wait. Man, y'all, I feel so sick on the stomach. Do y'all think I can eat that leftover burrito? I never put it in the refrigerator yesterday. What up, Kenny? See why I need to grow in this room? Because I don't know if she did this mess on purpose so she can have a reason to come back through. And yeah, I'll meet her on lunch because of here. No, I don't do pop-ups. Unless you mind. So, and I'm not saying that that's what she probably really forgot, because I've done that before. I've had that key. But I do know one of my good friends, she a mess, and I know she's done it and made a key. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know she's done it and made a key. Mm-hmm. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Like if you gonna be running the streets like that with these girls, what you need is one of those. What's the lock called on my door? The little smart lock where you can just give codes and you can deactivate them codes and everything. Thank you, Kenny. You say you like my hair. Appreciate it, boo. So I'm not saying that's what old girl did. So make sure you tell her to subscribe to me. Yeah. And y'all, I'm just joking. I didn't say that to that lady about the lace on my wig. So I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she's so rude. She's so disrespectful. I didn't have a reason to be disrespectful yesterday to anybody. And since I kind of worked like on my own thing yesterday, I just like took notes and stuff like that. But I didn't know if I was gonna be able to bill. If I was gonna be able to bill my hours yesterday. Nope, I can. I was like, hallelujah. Y'all know what? This lotion, it smells like men's cologne, but I'm like very shiny. Well, y'all, I'm finna get up off of here. Y'all have a great day and all that jazz, okay? Cause y'all know how I get in the morning times, and y'all get silent, I get silent. I need to go through my phone. I got so much stuff I gotta delete, like so many pictures and stuff. And I got this video I gotta make. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done today. Hey, Bobby. Oh, y'all, look. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Then you can see the phone number. Y'all, how do I get pictures? Okay, wait. How do I get pictures out of... Wait, which way do I go? So, look. Out of... Hold on. WhatsApp. How do I do that? Did I speak, Bobby? Okay. Okay. So, look. These pictures are so cute. I can't wait to do my videos and stuff. There's our girl. Hold on. Y'all really have to go try this place out. If y'all are in Atlanta, there's our LV room. Hold on. Ain't no telling what we was up to right there. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all my favorite picture. Look, that's not my favorite, but... That's my baby. And my mama said, yeah, she has such perfect teeth. And I was like, they better be. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Until next time.